Hello there, it's Andrew Lynch from Andrew Lynch Golf, and I've got Rickie Fowler here, tournament player champion, and I've got his, on the right hand side, I've got his 2012 swing, and on the left is his 2015 swing. So he had a kind of a lifelong coach who passed away in 2011. And he was 3 years without a coach, and then he decided to go to Butch, I believe, in kind of 2014, the start of 2014. So Rickie was, if you look at his stats have not really changed that much from 2011 to 2015 present. His stats, which I've really looked at, have not changed a huge amount. But it's interesting when you have to make adjustments in your swing. And this is something Rickie Fowler said. He said, "My last day scores are not very good." So if you have to make adjustments, it's when the really pressure is applied that your swing is found wanting a little bit. Because no one could deny that Rickie was a great player, but he just wasn't finishing well. Now, so let's have a look at his 2012 swing. This is slow motion. There we go. And back out. So there we go. That's classic Rickie swing. So if we put a few lines up, we can see here. Let's just take this one here from the knee. You can see he's 67 degrees. So let's remember that. And this one, because it's in the corner, I have to put it up here a little bit. And that's 52 degrees. So let's take a look at this knee now. 77 degrees. So he's stood a lot taller. And he's now spine angle 58. So Butch has really got him standing taller, which is going to give him a bigger arc and stop you being, when you kind of get a little bit crouched, you get a little bit handsy. So that's the first thing he's done there. And so let's have a look at the shaft angle. Shaft angle 34. This one is now 44. So you can see there, differences there all the way along. He's standing taller, and he's going to be more of a body turn now than a kind of a hands kind of takeaway. So let's just take this club. The old swing was out. So there you go. So there he goes. He learnt with adult-sized clubs, apparently. So this might have been... And also his old coach was very much about scoring. It wasn't about the technique so much. So you can see there, I actually like the club face being what it's called there, shut, but it's just kind of pointing out a bit too much out here. I'd have liked it here. So, you know, that's... so it's definitely outside. Now the problem is if you go outside that much, you're going to reroute coming back down. So he goes up, then you can see, you don't even see the club there. So normally you'd be seeing the club somewhere around here, but you're not seeing it with Rickie because it's laid off, because he's already started rerouting it, and then down into the ball. There we go. So now with the swing, let's have a look at the full swing on the right. It's got Pro Tracer on this one, so you can actually see the path of the ball. There we go. One more time. So let's take that back. Let's just take that forward to here. Now you can see his shaft is somewhere around here. Huge difference from his 2012 swing. So now he's just rotating his body more, which is great. And nice rotation up to the top. You can now see the club is far more online there. And from there it's far simpler for him just to then rotate round. Still hasn't got a huge body turn. For someone that's so young and so athletic, you'd expect to be seeing a lot more of this kind of front leg, but you don't see it a lot. Maybe Butch will keep on working on him on that. And it's maybe something he didn't have before because he just couldn't be that active because he was so bothered rerouting the club with his old swing. So now he's got a swing that will hold up under pressure more, because it's basically just standing tall to the ball, taking the club away, and no rerouting the club. You know, when you have to reroute a club, you can do it in practice. You can do it, say, day 1, day 2, day 3. Day 4, when you're in contention, it suddenly gets difficult. And that's what really kind of Butch has done there. And then on through with the Pro Tracer. So those, in short, are the changes he's done. If you look at his stats, you won't see much difference. His putting, even from his putting, but you know, I always say with putting, you've got to put right at the right time. And in the Tour Player Championship, Rickie finished 6 under for the last 6 holes. That's the time to do it. I remember Charles Schwartzel doing something similar when he won the Masters. I think he birdied the last 4 or something on the trot. You know, it really matters when you do it. And Rickie did it at the right time. He putted well at the right time, and it just catapulted him. Sergio had a very kind of average putting week because his ball striking was actually better than Rickie's, but his putting was definitely not. So all kudos to Rickie for making the changes, to making so on the last day when the heat is being applied, he doesn't have to think swing mechanics. He just goes rotate back. One thing I'd probably like to see Rickie doing is just, you see how his head is still, that ball's gone like 20 yards, his head's still looking down where the ball would be. I'm a little bit more of a ballad fan that way, where I like to see the head rotating with the shoulders, because, you know, one, it just kind of messes your back up a little bit there strain wise. So I'd like to see him rotating the head towards target with that natural turn, because I always say if your shoulders are rotating around your spine, it's very difficult to keep your head exactly still, because if you think about it, your head is connected to your neck, and your neck is trying to rotate, and you're trying to hold your head still, so it kind of like stops you. So yeah, I'm a big fan of the Nika Sorensen, say the Curtis Strange and the David Duval, which is rotating the head to target. It's a more natural way to do it. But so those are the swing changes that Butch have made. I hope you enjoy that. Any questions, send me an email. Take care for now. Bye.